Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Chicago Bears and the Philadelphia Eagles. For the right to head to Los Angeles for Super Bowl 56, it's time for the NFC Championship game. Here we go. Jackson now to return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And we'll see if that pick-6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true to you, because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks, as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. Now Kaepernick to try again here after the pick-6. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
29-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Four receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
David Montgomery, the ball carrier. He was brought down by Darius Slay.
Throwing his Kaepernick on 3rd down. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Kaepernick was looking to throw, but then it became decision time. And when he saw they had room to run, he made the right decision to pull it down there, and he winds up picking up the 1st down.
From midfield, here's Kaepernick. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. Flush to his right. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. to start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Khalil Mack in on the tackle. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bears' 43-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
He was taken down.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. Man open. It's Goodwin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
At the 11-yard line.
Now it's Breida. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Next, the receivers have spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Down and 3.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
2-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they cannot punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Jackson on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, Montgomery. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
44-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down now, it's Montgomery. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
On the option, it'll be Kaepernick. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
2nd and 11.
Now Montgomery. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
The Bears ball carrier.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
A 2-yard gain on the play.
And it's 3rd down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Carlson on for the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
He'll have a first down past the 40. 30. The 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Matt Breida, 73 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
The tackle made.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. He's got the first down and more inside the 40.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Say what you want, but Kaepernick's still one of the best at doing that as the scramble gets him a first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
A gain of 10. And the Bears first down.
A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And this is caught at the 8. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears draw a bit closer. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Hurts fumbles it, and this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
On the carry.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece.
That ties the game at 17.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown.
That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And they will get to him behind the line, but they're out of timeouts, remember, and the clock continues to wind down. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll throw now on the final play. He'll fire it deep for Rager. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The interception on the last drive proved costly, led to the tying score, so 17 all as they come up on a first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They run again with Breida. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Back to throw here. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he goes out right around the 39. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Taken down.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They run with Breida. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
He's brought down back at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. Here's Jackson to return. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the Bears take over.
Their own 23.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
The ball carrier.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Now Cap, he's going to look to run. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
First down, Bears.
A first down carry now for Miller. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
It's now 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. The kick by Carlson is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
36. Hey, alert 3. Under 10. 10. Tighten up.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Hurts. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is not quite going to make it all the way. Way in, they'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
Lamar Miller. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Makes the score.
Extra
Bears
point by
27.
Carlson, up and good.
Eagles
And his
17.
guys will take a 10-point lead.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter. This possession, gigantic. First throw now for the backup Wentz. Deep ball for Goodwin. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Intercepted.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, we look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from...
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 10.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Complete.
Deshaun Jackson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears will extend their lead. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in, and it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling them. All right, you didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
29-yard line.
To throw is Wentz. Deep ball for Goodwin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. It's a jet sweep as they get this to Jackson. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Jalen Mills.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
The 45-yard line.
Now a play fake. Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
From the gun on 3rd down, Kaepernick. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Deep ball for Goodwin. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
By the Bears.
Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. A 1st down and then some for Montgomery. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here comes the Bears punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this isn't how they mapped out this AFC Championship game on their home turf, but it has been rough sledding pretty much from the start and on into this 4th quarter. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 44 yards on the ground. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Tackled back at the 46-yard line.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at
maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles get a score closer. He's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit.
The fake extra.
I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and now he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Oh, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. He moved from your former position senior year, strong safety.
Yeah, sometimes they get you up near the line of scrimmage, or you're trying to time up a blitz. You've got to get it right, otherwise that flag comes out and you just cost your team some yardage.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Play action. Now Kaepernick. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
The first down pass. Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
33-yard line.
Kill. Turn down. Kill, turn up. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Big edge. Watch the twist. Check 52. Check 3.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Score, Bears.
Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know, the winning side, they're so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl. But for the guys that we're talking about, they've got to figure out how it's going to go next year. Are they going to be motivated by this loss? Or will this loss linger and really make them, make it tough for them to come out the gate strong next year? Only time will tell, but they've got to find a way to use this loss and use it as motivation.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zones, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zones, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball, soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do, sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew, you need to win, who need to win, that's all we do, I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine, they running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them, stiff on, spin move, in zone. I had to kick off.